Hello folks and welcome back to another Blood Omen 2 bug hunting session. Today is Monday the 13th of December 2021. It is 5:43 p.m. in pitch black England. So today I wanted to try something a little different. So I wanted to show you some kind of things I noticed. So let's start with the autoface. This guy is literally right in front of me and he can't tell that I've enabled it. But if I walk up to him now and then enable it, he automatically turns around. I let go, he changes. I want to see if he goes back to his normal stance. He does indeed. So again, autoface enabled. Guy doesn't bat an eyelid. I walk up here.
Stay back.
He automatically knows I'm gonna hurt him or kill him. I can't actually open that, which is unsurprising because it's something that the character's supposed to perform. The other thing I want to show you is kind of pretty simple. You can see that Kain is actually moving his head. He's actually looking at the floor. If I turn him around, his head moves elsewhere. But he's actually looking at the checkpoint. And he's looking down. Like if I turn him around here and then show his face, he's looking straight ahead. And this tends to happen when he's looking at the character over there. Of course he's dead now, but even then, look. He's looking at his dead body. If I did that something else, like he's not actually looking at anything else, but go back to the dead body, you can see the dead body. And then his head swivels. Which is a very interesting dynamic. Well, that wasn't weird, was it? Alrighty, so the way this particular part of the game is supposed to play is you use a telekinetic dark gift, activate that bad boy, that activates the lighthouse, and then the boat or the ship or whatever it is moves. Instead, what I'm actually going to do is dive straight into the water. That's weird. He's disappeared. That didn't happen last time, but, you know, fun and games.
Yeah.
Huh. Ah, there he is.
The light's gone out.
No, it hasn't.
It has. Look there.
What did they want to do that for? The boat wasn't even fully stocked. Now what are we to do with all of this?
All about the boat. How are we supposed to make it home now? Taste my blade.
He's not even looking in the right... Oh, he is actually, isn't he? Oops. The funny thing is, you can hear the music, even though he's not looking at me. But there is something I wanted to show you. Oh crap. So there's certain collision detection in the game that's very unusual. Like it's really done in such a strange way. God, he's really blind, isn't he? What are you doing, mate? There's the other thing I want to show you. Again, not a real big deal. His body is actually airborne. And it looks like Kain's not actually touching the floor. But I can pick up his sword. I can still absorb his blood. Again, these are not technically bugs because you're not really supposed to be running around in water, absorbing blood and carrying on like you normally would. But there are just a few strange things that happen. Again, these guys repeat the same old body language as if they're talking. It looks like they are talking actually, but no audio. There's nothing actually here. Obviously you have to go up. So what I want to do is show you how this is supposed to be played. Wow. That's really unusual. That didn't happen yesterday. Alright, so the idea is you run that bad boy. This is actually an in-game cutscene. I can't actually move Kain right now. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't kill those civilians. Well, what do you know? They're not there now. Why is that? How strange. Now they're there. Let me go back, because you can't actually jump that because it's too high. This is the only vantage point that you can actually come back from. Again, watch this. Suddenly they appear out of nowhere.
Stay back.
What are you?
Mildly amusing, but it is interesting. You can see that they're just... Whoa, that was a bit weird. This is what I mean, the weird collision detection. Like, I can't walk through that from one side and... I don't know. Very odd stuff going on. And it's also weird that they would enable collision detection on a boat. I mean, granted, it's cool because it means you can start exploring, but I mean, it's absolutely useless because there's nothing to... I mean, imagine, in real life, would you ever put a light there? And more to the point, why would you have a piece of building that would extend like that? Just unusual. I've actually fallen in and you can't get out, so I'm not going to jump in there. There was a bug where I could actually walk around, but it's very difficult to come out. I actually want to show you something else that I kind of sort of figured out. Alright, so obviously you can tell from the discolored Resident Evil-esque style gameplay that that's clearly shaped like a texture that's fragmented, so it's supposed to break. So there is a box here I need to jump over and then push. Although you could be forgiven for thinking that it was actually using telekinetic energy, because it doesn't look like it. It just looks like it's using a one-hand push. Okay, so from what I recall, you actually have to have the box, a weighted box on top of that, and that acts as the electronic switch, if you like, that deactivates the lock so that you can open the door. it's kind of cheesy that you'd have a weighted box act as a locking mechanism. And this is the other thing I wanted to show you. You can quite clearly see that the door is not fully, you know, closed, in the sense that you can still see the outside world. So the textures don't line up correctly. You can see even here in the corner, you can see the outside world. So it's not level, it's not lined up correctly. Whereas on the right hand side, you can't see anything. Granted, am I nitpicking? Yes. Should it be fixed? Yeah. I mean, it adds to the quality of gameplay. You don't get a feel for like a professional looking game when you get really kind of weird bugs like that. So it is interesting just to see, you know, how this sort of thing's actually done. But again, it's like that doesn't open. I don't think so. You can't block his rage attack. He does a ooh, he does like a red rage attack. But what I do like is this. Oop. Remember I was saying before that you couldn't decapitate him, but that's a clear demonstration that you just can't. And you hear that clink as soon as you try. Wow. You can see that the door isn't actually sealed either. Not great. Not terrible, but it's not exactly doesn't exactly inspire confidence either. Interesting. I didn't actually come here last time, so that door can't be opened. That can't be opened.
Keep your distance.
Never fear.
Are you Kain? They sent me to help you. You must reposition the lighthouse so that the Seraphim supply ship will dock and the drawbridge will lower.
Oh, it's an axe. So I didn't actually do this last time from what I recall.
You're scaring me.
You should be scared, because you've got no head. Oh, balls. Wow. I have no idea if you can come out of here. I really didn't mean to do this, but then I've never been here before. This sucks. These are the problems that you get when you start messing around with a game. I scaring you now? Unlikely, huh?
The light's gone out.
No, it hasn't.
Come here.
Well, that sucks. I can't take his sword now. But I can take his blood. Well, at least I got to show you a bug, even though it's not entirely... well... I'm just thinking. See if I could go around, but if I go around I probably won't be able to get back up again. Really like that weapon. Oh well, never mind. You notice that even with this guy, he didn't know I was there, but the auto face automatically activated his ability to recognize that I was even present. Is that a bug? Arguably, yes. Do you really care? Not particularly. It's kind of nice that the character turns around when you're just about to whoop his backside, and he doesn't realize it's about to happen. So this is the other thing I want to show you. Again, random kind of collision detection places. You really look at that. Look how weird that is. Like, why would you put collision detection there? It's the most bizarre thing ever.
I tell you, it was that big.
In your dreams.
I swear.
And you lost it when the light went out. Slipped over.
So this is what I wanted to show you, which is quite funny. It's kind of no surprise really, since you do that to Magnus. Still hear the music as if he was just about to have a fight with me. Oh, it's because his Whoop, that was weird. Look at his cape. It's fixed. Oh, the music's still playing. This is the other thing I want to show you. So this is the rope, right? It's literally just a thin texture that's literally blowing in the wind. There you go, you can see it better like that. Look how weird that is. That's just not great. I wonder if they get me in the back. Look. She's actually shot me through the back, through my weapon. So there's no collision detection from that perspective. Oh, crap. You can't actually attack them, which sucks. And I really want to be able to absorb his blood.
Stay back!
I just realised something. Surprised that worked, to be honest. Stranger things have happened, though.
Keep your distance.
Never fear.
Are you Kain? They sent me to help you. You must reposition the lighthouse so that the Seraphim supply ship will dock and the drawbridge will lower.
Stop playing games, you
Thanks for telling me nothing that I didn't already know. For that useless information, you die. Let's hope I don't fall in. Whoa! That was really weird! Before I actually had it much worse, what I did was I broke the game to such a degree that when I actually crossed the drawbridge, there was literally nothing on the other side. I actually fell in the water. So it's kind of fun to see how far you can push the game beyond its limits to do things it's not supposed to do. Ooh. Clearly I've taken their blood already. If you jump around, they can't attack you very easily. More fun in games by shooting them with telekinetic blasts. Look at the red guy. His animation is hilarious. I do know for sure that it does eventually kill them. Screams like a girl.
Come here.
Ah. Serves me right for playing with my food. It's a good thing these guys give a lot of blood. Just 2 enemies, and it fills up nearly the entire vial. This game is very generous. So one of the things I wanted to show you is this. You can't actually jump over the top, even though you need to access that switch. You can't actually touch that switch because it's electrified, so you actually need to divert the power. There's nothing up here, unfortunately, so there's nothing to really explore. Oop. Nothing here. You can see the head nodding and swiveling. See, the idea is you turn off the light. You then rotate the actual lighthouse itself. And then you redivert the power and then turn the lights back on. That activates the bridge, and then you cross the bridge. And as you can see, there's nothing there. There's nothing here. Look at it. Kain's already changed color, and so is his weapon. And the sad thing is, that's interesting. Can I attack them now? Yes, I can.
Did you hear something?
She's dead. But I can't get to her now, and I don't think I can jump that. No, I can't, and I probably can't jump the bridge either. So now I'm stuck, and look, the collision detection's gone, which means I literally can't walk back anymore. So I have no choice but to quit and reset. And that teaches you a lesson not to mess with the game dynamics. Play the game normally. Because whilst it's always fun to kind of see how far you can push the limits of the game, there's a reason that you can't do what you want to do.
What?
So I wasn't sure how far I could actually break the game before I could push it to beyond its limits. Bearing in mind, I did not activate this switch the second time around. So, you know, when you push the game beyond its limits, it really doesn't behave very well. So the idea is the lighthouse shines its light as a beacon. The ship recognizes the signal, can't speak. It clears off. You still can't see the humans there, but if I do a long jump, which is obviously what you're supposed to do, they will reappear. I wonder if I can make it go red. No, clearly not.
See that?
No, but he certainly will.
The light's gone out.
There you go, you just can't do a sneak attack.
It has looked at. Taste my blade.
Wow. That's right. Scream. What I'm going to do this time around is take his sword and his blood and then just play the game normally without trying to break things. And I hope that the game will respond properly, despite the fact that I'm kind of breaking the rules. Or at least the typical game rules.
Hello?
That's part of the reason that I was saying before that you need to be careful when it comes to abusing certain game dynamics. So the puzzle, for example, I played several levels ago where I jumped in the water to power the glyph energy so that the box will drop and hold the gate open. Oh, there she is. Whee! She doesn't realize it yet, but I think she's the one. Neo has taken different form. I know it's kind of boring watching me replay the same thing over and over and over, but hopefully you've got an appreciation for kind of the kind of behind the scenes, so to speak, as to kind of how far the game can be pushed. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is really fun to mess around and see how much the game can take before you can actually, well, break it. Come back here, douchebag. You got a date with death. On your knees. How does that spine feel? I'm not going to take the mick anymore. Even though it is a lot of fun. I just got to not try and jump in. Well, drop in. Because you just can't get back up.
Keep your distance.
Never fear.
Are you
Kain is here.
They sent me to help you. You must reposition the lighthouse so that the Seraphim supply ship will dock and the drawbridge will lower.
The toothless one.
Stop playing games, you're scaring me.
You should be scared, because you're dead. So this is how you're properly supposed to play it. and you walk through the save, which is basically around the corner. So you just essentially deviate around the block. So that's where I was, where I killed that Sarafan guard. Might be able to see his body. Yep, there he is at the top of the stairs. His weapon's glistening.
I tell you,
Stay back!
Not into your fishing anecdotes.
what are you?
This time I actually need to... actually, you know what? I will get that coffer now, and then I'll come down and annoy him so he comes my way. Because I don't want to kill him over there. Otherwise, what will happen is I'll get shot at with the crossbows by those two female guards. Let's... That way I can absorb his blood in a central location without having to worry where his body's going to land. You don't have to do this, but just to give you an idea as to what you can do if you really wanted to kind of escape. Now they can't shoot me. Although they will try. Oh, thanks. You first. Gotta say, it is funny just, you know, thinking that you cross the drawbridge and there's literally nothing there. That still amuses me. But again, I mean, there's a lot of things that I didn't do to entice the dynamic of the game to do things it's not supposed to. Just while I'm waiting for the glyph energy to do its work. Just in time. His head's swivel. Sometimes this game truly does surprise me with the little quirks that the developers have added. I mean, these days we take those things for granted. There you go. Now the landing's actually there. So yeah, I was saying that, you know, we ultimately take a lot of this stuff for granted because it just works, right? But you know, there's a lot of stuff that we don't appreciate that goes on behind the scenes that really goes into the effort of making these games in the first place. Let's save the game now that we're in a new place. Notice the doors in the background opening up whilst the guards have been conveniently killed and somehow event triggered so that you can't leave the room without killing them first. I want to scare the prisoners.
Help! Help me!
They can see me. He's triggered, and he's just standing there. And I imagine it's because of that little diagonal thing in the way.
Come here!
Wow. His random kind of kicking like a baby's funny but odd. Hopefully the next 1 or 2 people I kill, their blood should allow my vial to expand. So from what I remember, I believe you can mind control these guys, but might not be these ones. I've not done this before, so that box above actually comes down to kill them. But I would wonder what would happen if I just pushed them out of the way. No. My guess is that it would probably cause in-game problems. Ah! So I've climbed up to that first podium, and there's, sorry, first level kind of balcony, I guess. There's nothing here. There's nothing that you can do, and you can't jump up. It's too high for Kain to reach. So it's kind of pointless being able to climb that. So the last time I actually played this, I mind controlled that guy.
Help me! Somebody help me, please! Somebody
I'm not sure why it doesn't work now, though.
help me! Somebody help me, please! Help me! Help! Somebody help me, please! Somebody help me, please!
So obviously you can't do anything.
Help me!
That's all he does.
Help me!
So, if you guys remember, when I actually initially took the screenshot, it was of this. Absolutely purple. So, I actually want to show you guys this. I've saved everything so far, but I think the next cutscene won't allow me to progress backwards. I can't go back from that point, so I'm going to have to go forward. So I have to solve this puzzle anyway, because you can't jump out of that window anyway, so I have to go forwards. And clearly the last time I went out here, I managed to solve this. So let's see how this pans out, because I've not tried this before. Can I jump out that window? I doubt it. No, you can't.
Somebody help me, please!
That whining starts to get very annoying very quickly. So this part is like a maze. The one in the middle is straight, and obviously you got left and right. So you press straight, goes all the way to the end. Press right, straight, left, and it stops in the middle for some reason. So you have to press left again. straight. And then you press right. Everyone has strength greater than Kain, and yet Kain can kill all these people with a sword. But you can't break the gates with the sword. Cutscene with Uma. So remember this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice he's not got his sword now.
Kain.
Yes, Kain. I thought you were to bring the Sarafan Lord to his knees.
I thought...
I know.
It seems
So 1, 2, 3
I was
on the
wrong.
blue ones.
I could not carry the fight alone.
You were brave to try.
Kain, I'm dying.
Yes, you are.
I need your blood. Please, you can save me.
I know. Tell me, child. Do you see me ruling Nosgoth?
Yes, I see it now.
And do you believe that Nosgoth rightly belongs to me?
I do. I believe it, Kain. Please.
Then you may die, knowing the truth.
No!
You should never have betrayed me.
Nexus Stone is gone already. He only just put it on his chest.
Kain. Ugh.
Now, you have left me alone.
Ooh, and it's back. 3 blue Sarafan, 1 red Sarafan. Where's the guy that I just killed? He came out of nowhere. She clearly drew their blood and still died. Dumb bitch. Oh, but he's wearing the Nexus Stone, which is odd. Oh yes. I remember now. So ideally I'm looking for a save point, because if I jump down there I'm not going to be able to get back, because diagonal slants like that mean you literally can't climb them. So let's see if we can find a save point. Hello beastie. Again with the auto face. Now he comes. 1 hit kill, baby. Who's next? I don't think so. I'm what? I'm what? Go on, say it. She's got a sword, but I can't pick up her crossbow. And she's got the crappy sword. That's interesting. The animation for his eyes stopped before he finished. Oh. Trying to activate mind control, I'm wondering why it doesn't work. So, this is probably not going to work. Wow. I did not see that coming. I think it's because I pressed spacebar by accident. That's the one thing I do like about the AI in this, is that when they've got a strict path to follow, yeah, I didn't press spacebar, it did it automatically. I thought it was me. That was fluky. I didn't expect that to work, because I literally didn't make contact. So, pay close attention to this, right? That's not near the guy at all, right? It's not even in the same vicinity. So if I show you, God, is he really that dumb that he needs the bloody stairs? Okay. Look at where the box is, right? There's nothing in the box. And it's right there, right? So I'm not really underneath it, as you can see. Now I'm underneath it. But look how far it is away compared to the guard. Now, well, as soon as I drop the box, the guard dies. How's that work? Clearly defies the laws of physics. But it's not like Albert Einstein or anything.
Please, don't hurt me.
And I'm not gonna hurt you, mate. I'm gonna kill you. Yes. Let's dance, big boy. Well, technically I got 2 left feet, so no thanks. Alright, now I can show you. Cool, so that increased 10%, so I know it's definitely saved. Of course, it does mean that I'll have to replay this, but so there's collision detection on that, which is interesting. Usually they don't enable it, as you can clearly see. So this is where I ended up last time. You can see again with the tearing of the textures, and this is where I did it last time, where Kain eventually turns purple. His sword turns purple. Yeah, there you go. So yeah. So there is a pink area. Believe me, the world doesn't. It's not infinite. You can see the wall. Even the water is kind of reddy, purple, pink. So I can't do anything now. So one of the reasons that you don't leave the game running whilst you're doing that is because when you fall off the planet, what literally happens is sorry. Talking and playing games is such a challenge. It's like trying to drive and eat at the same time. I wonder if he's got a weapon. He does. Thank you very much. Stop yelling. You're being loud. Shut up. Go on, please. Yell some more. Go on, say something else. I dare you. Can't remember what I was going to say now. So yeah, when you leave the game running, if you continue to fall, all that happens is that the memory starts to expand ridiculously, because ultimately you're not on the level anymore, you're not on the world. So all that happens is it continues to store the data of where Kain's position is. But if Kain's not standing, then he's falling. And if he's not falling, then his XYZ position means that it's changing constantly. If it's changing constantly, then you need more memory to allocate from where he actually is in the world. The problem is, if he's falling indefinitely, like forever, all that's going to happen is that you're just going to get what's called a memory buffer overflow error. So the game will eventually crash once Windows runs out of memory, and it will run out of memory. I thought that was a door. I was like, that's a really small door. It's 2 crates. You know, the weird thing about, you know, doing videos like this is it's very difficult to talk and play at the same time. Because often, I mean, if I'm, like right now, I'm just pressing forward, so it's quite easy to kind of talk and, you know, focus on, you know, what I'm saying. But, where we go? You know, what I did before, believe it or not, is I actually ran Immolate twice. And because I ran them in quick succession, here, kind of like with the camera angle here, I actually managed to successfully crash the game 100% of the time. This time I didn't do it, and that's probably because of the angle. So when I play games, I don't play games deliberately to exploit bugs. I just kind of, I wouldn't say they're what you would call tester bugs, but oh crap, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to kind of play the game as you would play any other game. But of course, that means, you know, as you, wow, okay, that's not weird at all.
Time to die.
I don't think so. So this is the bug I had last time. So I didn't mean to do this, right? But I jumped on it, and I can't remember how I did it. I think I was here, and I was like, you know what? I just want to jump over here. I wonder if I can recreate it. I don't think I can. So that ship constantly tries to fire at you. Well, he clearly sees it as collision detection. Although that's ironic, because there you go. I managed to recreate 100%. So now I actually cannot move Kain. I can't jump either. So again, I've managed to successfully crash the game. Ooh, that's interesting. Imagine avoiding a hard lock bug because you were attacked by an enemy. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we've reached the 1 hour limit, so I think we'll call it a day. But what I'll do first is give you an idea as to why there are certain things here that you don't want to do, which is like why you don't want to fall in. I mean, it's really cool to see how the game is designed in terms of, you know, trying to... They even try to... can actually see that underneath there's nothing there. It's actually coming from the top deck, but there's nobody there. So yeah, I was saying that, it's interesting to see how they've actually built the game. So you can see obviously things like the boat is on top of the water and it's floating. So theoretically you could jump on that if you wanted to get back onto land. But again, collision detection isn't always there.
Come here.
Anyway, that was me trying to show you different elements of the game and exploits, the opportunity to kind of basically abuse the game to kind of beyond its capacity to do so. And it's a lot of fun just to see what it's capable of doing and how far you can push it. And obviously, I don't hate this game. I really, really like this game, despite its bugs, despite its obvious flaws. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how far you can push the game, to see what it can do, what it won't do. Keep saying taste my blade, like I want to taste your steel. Up here. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Again with the weirdness. There's collision detection on stuff like that. Anyway, let's call it a day, and we'll continue tomorrow, same sort of time. Thanks for joining me on this particular session. Hopefully you didn't find the deviation for our normal walkthrough, playthrough type exploration, boring. But the idea was to show you kind of how we can, take the game to, I suppose, new levels of exploration and seeing what the game is capable of doing and how far you can push it and potentially break it. Clearly, skipping puzzles causes problems. There is one particular bug that I want to show you on the first level, which obviously I'll have to complete the game to do that, but I'll get around to doing that and showing you this particular issue with Uma, which I think you guys would find interesting. Thanks again for joining me for today, and hopefully we will catch up same time tomorrow. Thanks again. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.